All right, Coach, under hazy, overcast L.A. skies, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson, California. Today, we start the new season with an AFC West Division battle right out of the gate between the Denver Broncos and our home team. Here's Michael Badgley now to get this one started. And we are underway in Southern California. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Set. 18 Gator. Pilot 64. Weak.
Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On second down now, it's Lindsay. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Faking the give to Lindsay. Here's Locke. A pass for Sutton is intercepted. Desmond King picks it. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Here's a quick throw caught by Allen. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Calling a loss of 2 on the play, and it'll be second and 12. They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
And 7.
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7.
Here I come. Here I come. Here I come.
From the gun, Herbert. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed, if there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. After the made field goal, Badgley back out there for the kickoff. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away. but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
He's coming, he's coming, he's coming. We got double up, double up.
Come. Snap.
Now a carry for the former first-round pick of the Chargers. It's Melvin Gordon. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
There's got to be a 9.
This is Gordon. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Lock. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. He's got his tight end Fant, and he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 28.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Set, ready? 15, lining. 15, lining.
Now Gordon on first down. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Desmond King making the tackle.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Protein spill. Right.
59 mark, 59 mark.
Get it.
On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon. Now a flag comes in from the umpire after a gain of about 4. And this looks like it's going to be holding. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming.
Hey, team 6. Team 6.
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Here we go. 60 outlaw. Hey, Delta.
44's the mic. 44's the mic.
Ready?
On 2nd down, here's Locke. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Credit the sack to Joey Bosa.
It's a team game, but sometimes individuals do stand out, don't they? How about that for a twofer? Tackle for loss on the running play on the previous down, and then comes right back and gets a sack.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Mike, back, check, 59, 59. Pick me up, here we go. 59's Mike, let's go.
On 3rd and long, it's Locke. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Well, they'll get 15, but that won't be nearly enough. It's 4th down. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will tie us at 3-3. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. A run there on first down gets him a yard to the 26. The big man, Jarrell Casey, in on the stop.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run.
Look, squeeze.
Check, 53's mine.
Go.
Looking to throw on second down. Herbert. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Look at me. Go.
Switch.
Smooth. Deep grip.
Operating from the gun. Herbert. Eluding the pressure right. He'll try and run it. These two teams all tied after one.
Hey, Haywood.
Slant. Check. Frag down.
80 weapons.
Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
Hey, Alpha. Now.
2nd and 5. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Come on, set.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
Go now. 30 base.
I got him. Watch tight end. Tight right. 3 down.
Shoot.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Herbert. And he's got a man open. That's Allen. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way. Oftentimes,
and he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown run, and the Chargers have taken the lead.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Let's go.
Got it.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Lindsey. Oh, he shifts past him. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 31 yards there and a 1st down.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to. But they didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. Throwing on 1st down is Locke. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
To try again after the sack. Locke, and his throw's going to be incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
The Broncos on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19.
Exit. Block it. Hey, come on out here. Ready?
From the gun on third down, Locke. Now Locke, he lost the football to town. And picked up by the Chargers. And they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, LA. So this defense clicking early in the year, week 1, the return for a touchdown.
The organization made a concerted effort in the offseason to improve this defense. I have to say they like the early returns.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead is now 17-3. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
I'm here all day.
On 1st down, right back to Lindsey. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Locke. This is the tight end Fant. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco 1st down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
From midfield, here's Locke. Looking left side, and it's complete. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
And the Broncos 1st down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On 1st down, Locke. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away at 2nd down. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves them with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
They look to throw. It's Locke. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They come out here in the eye. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try to run with Lindsey. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. One more time with Lindsay, and he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out as his guys are back within a single score. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. McManus's point after is good. And that slices the lead down to 17-10. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're
into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. When the rookie QB gets his first touchdown pass, that's one you put in the trophy case. First career interception, that's going to be one he wants to forget.
Yeah, and he's not going to go ask for the football, right? Yeah, you can keep that one. The key for him, what does he learn from it? When he watches the tape, does he have an answer right now where he already understands what mistake he made? That's what the coaches are going to want to know, and that's what they'll grill him on and see how he grows from it.
A gain of 3, second down.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Lock to throw on 2nd down. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7.
Recon, 132 fighter.
Throwing his lock on 3rd down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Thought he had the pick. Flag comes in for PI, so cancel it out.
Interference. Oh, a killer for them. Thought they had a nice play. Instead, they'll be marching off yardage against them.
Here we go. 30 base.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsay. The tackle goes there to Linval Joseph.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now Locke throwing on 2nd down. That's caught over the middle by Fant. And down inside the 15 he goes. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
Set, ready? 60 or. Now.
They'll run on first down. Lindsay. He's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Now a carry for Lindsay. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
Don't get nervous. Hey, Orville. 50 seconds.
Locke going to try and throw on third down toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And McManus able to put it through. And that will cut this lead back down to 4 now. It's 17-13. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Second time here on opening weekend as we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. That'll be taken in the end zone. Runs through the contact. And he'll be stopped just shy of the 25 with a penalty marker down. Here's the call. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Badgley on for the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to 11. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Give them 14 yards there and a Denver first down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason, and runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Clock now on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Locke. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Go, go.
Mike. 44's Mike. Check, check.
Oh, yeah.
From the gun, it's Locke. He's got a man. It's Sutton. That's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one goes for 24 yards. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Mike 5'9", Mike 5'9". Watch the road.
Gone.
Hey, switch gears.
Locke now on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Now they run from the gun with Gordon. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
Here we go. 18 gainer.
Let's go heavy.
Snap.
They'll try and run for it with Lindsey. And he gets the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 24. They have the 1st down with that gain of 4 yards.
1st down, Broncos.
Down. 30 base.
Hey, I'm coming.
There you go.
Let's 57's left. Coming, baby. I'm coming, baby. Woo!
Hey, wahoo. Clear. 2.
On 1st and 10, here's Locke. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Team 6. 5.
After the sack on 1st down, Locke, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Hey, Delta.
Locke working out of the gun. He wants it all for the end. And it'll be intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he spins past him and into space. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. A huge play there on the screen pass. 52 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal.
Ready?
Trying to punch it in with Eckler. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
A loss of 3 brings up
2nd and goal from the 6 this time. 2nd and 6. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Credit the sack to Von Miller.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Herbert. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks for those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
On the ready.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Lock. Going right side here, and that's complete. 23 yards the pickup there.
It's a gain of 23 yards.
Lock now. Perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. On play action. Lock. He's going to air one out. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Deone Bucannon. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. The All-Pro Von Miller there on the tackle.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
To throw on 2nd down. Herbert. That's going to be caught by Samuel. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
From the gun on 3rd down. Herbert. Open man, it's Allen. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
You're out.
Switch.
From the gun, Herbert. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Willie Henry muscled his way in for the sack.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Looking to throw. Herbert. And that is incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Hunter Henry. And it's 3rd down. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, it didn't look his way at all in the 1st half, and I'll bet you the offense coordinator made a note.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Von Miller picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
Got it. Blue draw quarter.
Come on, baby. Come on, let's go.
Hey, Haywood. Let's go.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. Solid gain of 18 yards and a Denver 1st down. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
Now this one complete on the slant route. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
To throw again on second down. Locke. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
Set. 30 base.
53 is the mark. 53. Check 53.
On first and 10, Herbert, he'll get this to Eckler. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's first and 10. Operating from the gun, Herbert. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
On second down, Eckler. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
They'll run here with Eckler. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That good for 19 and a first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Touchdown, LA! Curtis Samuel, 38 yards. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at week 1. Oh, good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in week 1. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want, but there carries a little extra pressure with that as well because you and I both know protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
Yeah, two sides to that coin, and looking like they're going to protect it here in this one. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. On second down, it's Gordon. Takes this to the 27, give him 4 yards.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
The Broncos on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This will be 3rd and 6. Got a man open, it's Sutton. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. A run with Lindsey out of the gun. The Pro Bowler Chris Harris is in on the tackle. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 2nd and 7, Locke. This one complete to the running back, Lindsey. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's Chris Harris with a pick. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jarrell Casey with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a first down.
Let's go one more.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on third down. Off play action. Herbert. Completes it to Samuel. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. And they convert on third with a gain of 22.
First down. First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Come on, baby, let's go. Let's go.
Here we go. 70, Indy.
Chargers. First down.
Throwing on first down. Herbert, he's going to rifle one deep left side. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. Zach Pascal, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down. So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Throwing again. Herbert. Allen's got it complete. Give him 30 yards there. How about the rookie in his NFL debut? Looking sharp. It's first and 10. From the gun, Herbert. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Willie Henry able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. And they just took a timeout with 2 seconds to go. This one obviously decided. Not sure they needed to take it, but we'll take it with them. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on second and goal, back even further. Back to throw. Herbert, and he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
The extra point up and good, but this one was decided anyway, as that will be the final action in this ball game.